Here's my brand new travel trading setup, 2024 edition. And the best part, it's budget friendly. Everything is just over $1,000 in total. Let's get into it. Now first, the laptop. I decided to go with the Dell XPS 15. This thing is a 10th gen i7 processor and 64 gigabytes of RAM. Now I know what you might be thinking, 64 gigs might be a little overkill. However, once you see the complete setup, you'll understand why. Now number 2, for the accessories. I decided to go with the Teamgee S2 triple monitor setup. Alrighty, so it seems pretty straightforward to set up. We are given 4 cords like this, and the monitors in here. It is very light, I will say, and for traveling, that is not too bad. This can easily fit in my travel-on bag, no question, and relatively light. And there is 2. So this is just going to snap on the back of my laptop, like so. Please don't break. Initial thoughts, very light, which is what you want. I'm not saying it's not what you want, but I will say, okay, whoa, bend those forward, and we're good. Alrighty, so number 1, I do have 2 different Google tabs open for Profit Chasers app. That way I can read our chat rooms. I did zoom out on both of these so I can fit both of them in this little monitor, but it works. Always be listening to music, so I have my Apple Music or YouTube on this monitor with the chat room. And then on this one is my scanner. Again, you guys all get access to the PC scanner completely for free. You know what to do, link in bio. So all the stocks I trade, my scanners they're gonna pop up right here. And I'm also blessed with 2 more windows. So if a stock is moving, I can also watch another stock on my side monitors. So that is fairly similar to this one. Again, this monitor, my main setup, is literally only my chat rooms and my music. So basically I just condensed this part of my monitor to just basically putting that right there. This was an extra feature I needed to fit my scanner somewhere, and usually my scanner is my curve monitor or my 144 hertz monitor right there. This is always my main trading monitor and always will forever be. And so I replicated the main trading monitor a little bit, and we're gonna talk about that next. So I split it up into 2 different monitors. Usually I have multiple charts to watch other stocks, but I felt like the PC team really has my back when I'm traveling. So this is what I decided to do instead. I have a huge level 2 so I can see all the order flow, because again, it is a very small window. On my main trading setup, it's huge, so I had to make it bigger and make more room for it, which forced me to move my P&L over to this monitor. But check out that P&L, guys. I am up $9,236 on the day, the last day of trading in 2023. Crazy. Anyway, moving on. So I have my 5-minute, my 1-minute, and over here I have my locate, my orders so I can see where I got filled, my historical charting. You don't need much space for that, so you can really minimize it. I just really want to see the volume. Then obviously my P&L off to the side so I don't look at it. And I'm mainly just trading the stock I want to trade. Now the other option with this setup was to have one of these monitors just have 4 different stocks on it. I'm still actively thinking about it, but having 4 different stocks on this one, because usually I'm not watching more than 4 different things, and I'll just have active trading, the active trader window active on all of them. So that is another option. However, I think it is more important to not watch a million things and try to catch a million different trade opportunities, as opposed to watching something the whole day and waiting for that picture perfect opportunity, and making sure you're watching the order flow. If you're just watching tons of different charts, I think you can be a little scatterbrained and ultimately miss out on watching the order flow. I figured if something was really popping, PC team is gonna be spamming a chat room with it, and then I can check it out. Here's some other added benefits to my travel trading setup. Now, before I go over the cost, let's go over some of the added accessories that's not needed, but I really would recommend. Now, number one and the most important one has to be my Stream Deck. This is where I plug in and type in all of my orders. They are my custom hotkeys, so with the click of a button, I can buy and sell the stock. I have a separate video explaining this, going over it. If you click the link above, it'll send you to that video so you can go watch it. But the Stream Deck for $100, I think on Black Friday, I bought all the PCT members a Stream Deck. I think it was like $130 for the 15 button keys. And don't worry, you can have multiple pages of orders like I do. You're gonna want a Stream Deck. This has saved me so much money, and I traveled without it one time because I forgot it, and I cannot tell you how much money I lost just having to manually type in my orders. I don't like hotkeys. I'm a Stream Deck guy. So that's number one. For $130, it's gonna make you way more money. And number two, the handy dandy AirPod Maxes. I think noise cancellation headphones are really important to just get in the zone of trading. There's so many outside forces that can distract you while you're in a trade, especially while traveling, right? So I think this is even more needed traveling, having some noise cancellation headphones so you can lock in. If you're at a resort, there's people walking around, or whatever it is, I would highly recommend having noise cancellation headphones in the Stream Deck. So all in all, AirPod Maxes are gonna run you $400 to $500 brand new. This is gonna run you on Black Friday, it's $130, but I think they're normally $200. So it's about $700 in extra accessories you don't need. The laptop. This laptop, brand new, is over $3,000. Now, yes, I do trade inside of an LLC, so it's great for write-off purposes. However, I got this one for $800. I got a deal from a good friend. He's a big Mac OS guy, so he decided to let it go for $800, brand new. You can see the check coming out of my bank statements right there. So you can find used laptops for under $1,000 or even on Cyber Monday or Black Friday easily. But what you want to look for is a decent amount of RAM. I really wouldn't go under 16 gigs, preferably 32 gigs or more if you decide to go with a triple monitor setup. If you're only running one monitor, then you can probably get away with 16 gigs, but if you're running 3 at minimum, I would do 32 gigs so it doesn't bog down the setup. And you're gonna want a newer generation processor, which I think is a given. And then last but not least, but the Teamgee triple monitor setup is only $230 to $250. So $800 or $750 laptop plus the $230 is gonna run you almost exactly $1,000 on your setup, which is not a bad deal. Especially when the first day trading on the travel trading setup netted you over $9,000. So literally almost a 10x value from buying this, because I would not have taken that trade had I not had this setup. I was in my home gym working out, and that is quite a distance from my office. So instead of running through my entire house, I actually brought this down with me, and in between sets, I took that trade and made almost $10,000. So other than just traveling, I think it's also important to change your surrounding in your house. So I sit in here all day trading on my main computer, especially while I'm live streaming, but off camera, if I wanted to trade downstairs in the living room so I can be around my wife and my kids, or like I said, while I'm working out, there's a million other possibilities. If I'm sick and I don't feel like getting out of bed, and I can still just have this on my lap in my bed and be just fine. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my travel trading setup, my updated one for 2024. Like if you guys plan on getting either the triple monitor setup or beefing up yours, and comment down below what I might have been missing or what your favorite part about my setup was. Alrighty guys, I'll catch you guys in the very next setup video in 2024. Peace team.